Live on air from the KUM studios in downtown Morris, this is The End is Nigh with Big Boy, the Shredder, and Fruit Basket.
Dilly, this is Big Boy, and again, you blew out everyone's high fives. Congratulations.
Thank you, and eat skeet Morris. I'm the Shredder.
Dragon fruit on the mic.
Would dragon fruit be in a fruit basket?
It's in my fruit basket,
That's
all right?
It's a funky fruit basket.
I know. I got kumquats.
What's next week? A durian?
Maybe. We'll see.
No,
We'll see
it'll
when
have
we
to be a
get
really
there.
Christmas themed fruit. Honeydew melon.
What makes that Christmas?
Just at my aunt's, I always put it in like their big fruit bowl, and I don't know, or should I say their fruit basket?
There you go.
All right,
We're only fruit baskets
guys,
here.
real time, real talk. What do you think of my new introduction?
It's very loud.
All right,
I feel like that's like his MO though. So.
loud is my MO, but
So
other
it's
than the over the top loudness, what say you? Good
Pretty good.
quality, better than my shitty voice breaking down because I randomly laugh.
I mean,
Yes?
you delivered it perfectly, so.
I came through in the clutch. You know what?
In clutch.
Yeah,
What do you call it that?
All right,
I'm pretty
but
proud
how
of
was
myself.
my reading? Was that fucking quality?
that was primal, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't break down laughing.
No, you did not. You're much more stoked than I, Fruit Basket.
I hate the login service. I'm just gonna throw that one out there for.
So are we just killing time right now?
No, you got to do something first.
I
mean,
I understand we've got some weather.
Yes, our wonderful, wonderful weather for it's either Plano or Plano, Texas.
Plano, Texas.
Is it confirmed Plano?
As far as I know, it is pronounced Plano,
Well, okay, but
which is very far.
so this is Texas we're talking about, right? So it's 46 degrees in Texas right now. Weather, what the fuck you doing? It's actually a precipitation of 0%, but still a humidity of 89. Our lack of understanding of how humidity works continues.
For reference, it's 25 degrees here with an 89% humidity.
What? It's No, what? Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It's 89% in Plano too.
Magic. Humidity is magic.
Boys, I say we bring. Do we have like climatology professors here?
Probably.
We have the
honestly.
internet if we really. Okay, I
Let's
could
bring.
look
Let's have our guest next week be a climatology professor.
at a guest. Are we qualified to have guests?
Um,
I mean,
if we can drag a professor out of their bed at midnight to come.
Explain how
Well,
humidity
well,
works when
honestly,
I could just
if we're-
look up a crappy explanation
if we're doing
online.
a 2-hour special next week, the person before us probably is not going to be here.
That is true. We should find that out.
So we can definitely drag in a climatology professor for about 5 minutes at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, I would way rather go from 11 to 1 than midnight to 2. That just sounds brutal.
I mean, do you have any finals afterwards?
No, I'm done on my finals are done on Thursday.
All right, so I was just making sure climatology was actually a thing. You guys are good.
Wow. Really? Really, Fruit Basket? That's just hurtful. You don't think I would correctly know that climatology is in fact a thing?
Does it not sound like something totally made up like Scientology
Like
or something?
weatherology sounds like
Well,
something.
it's meteorology, isn't it? Isn't
Yeah, but climatology is also a thing.
Climatology,
It's the
yes.
scientific study of climate,
Yes.
as the name
Yes,
implies.
weatherology is meteorology.
Well, wouldn't we more want meteorology than climatology?
We want a humidiologist.
Yeah, I guess we want a dehumidifier.
Perfect. Just
Yes, perfect.
That's how
I
they sound like. That's how they be like sometimes.
For a sec, I thought you were heavy.
ASMR.
For a second, I thought you were heavy breathing at
Just sighing.
Fruit Basket myself, and I was like, dude, that sigh is uncalled for at this moment.
I'm just going to toss out a disclaimer before we hop into any of the stories that you're going to ask a lot of questions about why and what, and I'm just going to put it out there. I don't have the answers because the articles are like super not forthgiving of information, but they let you imagine a lot
They're
of
just
things
speculative.
about you. Yeah.
Speculative.
Some of them have
excuse me.
information, but a couple of them I was like, I really wish they told me more, but we'll get into those.
True that.
So don't be surprised when I'm saying like,
I don't know.
I don't know, like
Okay.
at least 10 times.
All right.
All right, you want the first one?
Yeah. Fruit Basket, can I just say for a sec how much I appreciate that we're developing our signature looks for this show, although no one can see it.
Like this
You know what I'm
guy
saying?
right there?
Whoa.
Go ahead and read that for everybody.
Man in cocaine shirt accused of graffitiing the word. Wait, is that how graffitiing is actually spelled?
I have no
Did
idea.
you not know that?
That is, the double I is
Yeah.
whack. But
I
anyway.
agree.
That's how you. That's
But
how
that
you-
makes sense,
That's how
though.
you toss.
Because you just tossed the
Right.
ing on there.
Okay. Man in cocaine shirt accused of graffitiing the word cocaine all over Bourbon Street. And his mugshot is literally the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's kind of dark, but he just looks like, well, cocaine. It just sort of happened.
Oh, man. I want a shirt with that mugshot on it.
That'd be pretty great.
Okay, is this one of the I don't know questions? What is a cocaine shirt?
Yeah, they don't specify
Is it a
what that
shirt
is.
covered in cocaine, or is it just a shirt that says cocaine?
Well, their definition is what he was wearing a shirt and a hat, also emblazoned with the word cocaine. So let me get
So-
into
wait,
this.
a hat?
Let me get into this here, and then you can toss out the questions. A 45-year-old man faces misdemeanor charges after New Orleans police say he painted the word cocaine with white spray paint. Of course, it's white. In several locations on Bourbon Street while wearing a shirt and a hat also emblazoned with the word cocaine. Crime cameras caught Sean Harrington spray painting the graffiti early on December 3rd, but it took them time to process it and whatnot, so that's why we're getting it now. But about 2:20 a.m. that Monday, people found him wearing a shirt with the word cocaine it was spray painted, he spray painted
So I'm
cocaine
assuming,
onto it.
I'm hoping it's stenciled. Well, I guess I'm not hoping, but I'm assuming it's stenciled because if he was able to write cocaine with spray paint, that's a very well done job.
Yeah. Okay, can I just say, he's wearing a black shirt in the mugshot. I really hope it's the shirt that says cocaine on it. You just can't see it.
It was also, the hat had stickers. Here, hang on, I lost my spot. Okay. Was also wearing a hat with stickers on it that read cocaine. And he was defacing the ground on Bourbon Street, which is considered a historic landmark,
Yeah.
by
So
writing
that's
the
even
word
more.
cocaine. They walked toward it and saw the word spray painted on the ground at least 5 times as they went to the area. They saw it spray painted on the curb, on a city-owned garbage can, on other garbage receptacles owned by other waste management places.
Yep.
So he was just there. This is one of the questions that I don't have an answer to. There's no motive explained. There's nothing. He just went out and did it.
He likes cocaine. Also, can I say, this seems like such a New Orleans thing to do.
Pretty
Okay,
much.
Just a little side point. Can you pronounce the street again, please?
Bourbon.
It's Bourbon.
Bourbon.
You're
Yeah.
saying Bourbon. It's like
It's fine. It's
It's
a
fine,
dumb
I
word.
just-
Can be pronounced both ways.
Bourbon.
Bourbon.
Because when you asked me, I just said it the way you wanted it. Because when you asked me, I said it the way you wanted to. Me too.
Yeah.
But
You answered the call.
Yes, I called you out, and I failed.
So I'm thinking that since they didn't say he was on cocaine, he probably wasn't on cocaine at the time.
no, they don't. They don't say he was on anything. He was just out there doing his thing.
Maybe his tag is cocaine. You know how graffiti artists have tags?
Yeah.
Maybe cocaine is his.
Maybe that's his street name.
That man is not a graffiti artist. I'm just gonna say that.
He
No,
spray
but-
painted his own shirt.
Yeah.
He's that dedicated to the cause.
No, he's not a graffiti artist.
He's a cocaine
He's
artist.
he's a street artist. He's of a much higher class.
You can
No,
tell because of the
I-
quality of the cocaine.
I was just about to say this man looks like the kind of person who would spend much more time focusing on his NFL fantasy team.
That's true.
What if this is some kind of early punishment?
Go paint cocaine all over Bourbon Street.
Yeah.
Now I can't tell because they have the height cut off, but that looks like a 5'6", that looks like a 6, that looks like a 6'6", because that looks like 7, right?
Oh my lord.
So this man is
I think you're right. That man is extremely tall.
You see that?
Yeah.
He's this cocaine. Sean Harrington is over.
You know what?
What would that be? 6'9".
He looks like an annoyed dad who had social services sent to his house by his school because his son had an unexplained broken wrist.
Again with the weird why that specifically? Is there a story?
No, it's just a generalization.
I'm sorry, but I can't
Okay.
picture this.
Let me
because-
explain. Let me explain. You've never heard of like, in really like crap towns. Not New Orleans is a crap town. Peace out. But like kids show up to school with like unexplained injuries that they really got because their mom threw a beer bottle at them. And this nosy school counselor's like, "How'd you break your wrist, Jimmy?" And he's like, "I don't remember." And the nosy counselor's like, "Social services." And then he sends social services to the house to,
I
do
hope
a welfare
you're a
check.
counselor when you're done here. Like, you
Yeah.
just go into counseling so you can be that nosy. So you can just be with the kids. How'd you break your random broken limb? They don't answer you at all. You give them like 3 seconds to answer. They don't answer. Social services.
But he looks like he's in the doorway of his house. This is what I'm picturing his face. He's in the doorway of his house being scolded by a social services officer who's like 5'5" tops. And this is his facial expression because this man is a giant.
And
Assuming
he's
we're
just,
reading
like,
this
done
mugshot
with
correctly.
this.
Yeah, he's just done with it.
I can see that, I guess.
Also,
It's a weird pick, but I mean, like,
yeah, I know. I like really out of the box analogies.
outside the box, out
Yeah.
of the box,
Whatever, dude.
in the box,
It's all the same.
around
On
the
the
box,
box,
under the box,
Through the box,
It is the box.
quantum box.
behind the box.
That was a good stare down.
Yeah, I know. Around the box.
So this guy wasn't on drugs. Would you like to hear about someone who may have been? Well, not who may have been, but someone who almost was.
I would love to.
All right. Sonic employees arrested after 11-year-old found ecstasy in kids' meal.
What?
So 3 Sonic employees, the restaurant or fast food place, whatever you want to call it, Sonic employees were arrested after a family discovered an ecstasy pill wrapped in their kids' meal. Manager Tanisha Dancer, 30, Jose Molina, 22, and Jonathan Roberson, 35, were arrested Thursday after an 11-year-old unwrapped a kids' meal from the Taylor, Texas location and found a little blue pill. The 11-year-old daughter was opening the hamburger for her 4-year-old brother. It was a kids' meal. And they found the little blue pill. Well, because she's being an 11-year-old, she asked her parents if it was candy. So they get it taken to the police. They analyze it, and they find that it is, in fact, the drug ecstasy, MDMA.
Nice.
So Dancer had an outstanding warrant. This is the manager. Had an outstanding warrant for violating parole and was carrying 3 pills of ecstasy, the same type, the same size, the same markings that were found inside the hamburger wrapping.
Can I just say, can you tell us this police chief's name?
Henry Fluck.
I'm sorry. I just find that humorous. Proceed.
Oh, that's pretty much the gist of it. They get like into it and like ask for comments and stuff, but who cares about that? Basically, the thing here is, you're carrying around 3 more of the pills that you accidentally wrapped into the hamburger of a children's meal. Was it intentional? They don't state this. Was it accidental? Why? I have so many questions. Speculate.
Again, we got some quality mugshots.
I personally like the one on the left,
Yeah.
who I assume is Jonathan Roberson.
Oh,
He looks like he has no idea why he's there.
they're all tripping hardcore. Like, there's no way they're not.
Do you think
What?
there were previously 6 ecstasy pills that she was carrying?
I think that's very likely, yeah.
They don't specify that either.
the-
Again, I have no idea why this occurred, but it did.
The middle one looks like the movie theater manager
From Drake and Josh?
Yeah.
She looks like she should be in Orange is the New Black.
I can see that too.
Yeah. Also, why did all 3 of them get arrested? If only the manager, Tanisha Dancer, got caught with the ecstasy.
I think that...
Oh, there it is. Molina was arrested for marijuana possession. Roberson had outstanding warrants.
Bam. Stand up employees right there.
They're working at a Sonic in Texas. I mean, I feel like this is like not that out of the ordinary, but I could be wrong.
It happens all the time. You just hear about it all the
I've only been to Sonic once. Their food is not very good.
Yeah, but it's a fun experience.
I like they have
Yeah.
really good tater tots and slushies.
Also, their
There's-
commercials are like
weird.
in the better section of
I
commercials.
love their commercials. Those two dudes in the car are classic.
They're not like great. They're not in the great tier, but they're in like the better than average
Honestly,
tier.
like their commercials are the kind of stuff you'd see at like 1 or 2 a.m. on Adult Swim.
That's pretty accurate.
But also, I want to toss out a hard guess that it was intentional that those put in there, because you hear about this every once in a while, drugs being passed through like drive-throughs at restaurants.
Dude, remember the Burger King in New Hampshire? The special ingredient in their extra crispy fries was marijuana.
Oh,
Say-
I didn't hear about this.
It's just like how I explained it.
This also happened at the Hardee's near my town, my
What?
hometown.
Wait, what town was this in?
It was in Anoka.
Okay, yep.
It wasn't. It's not very publicized, but people in town knew about it.
Okay.
Essentially, that if you ordered the right meal, it was like a kid's meal, you could get heroin in your bag.
Oh wow,
Oh my
perfect
Lord.
for the kiddies.
Okay.
So
Go ahead.
my guess is that like this guy was trying to he was selling his ecstasy through Sonic,
This woman.
and someone ordered just the right meal to get it, or accidentally put it in the
Or
wrong
that
one.
4-year-old was hankering for some extra.
Okay. I bet they didn't. I bet this is an accident. I feel like if they'd been like, I don't know, maybe
Well,
put it
okay,
inside
I
the
feel
burger.
like I don't dispute what you're saying. I think
Yeah.
that could be a likely story, but drive-throughs have some sort of camera to be able to tell wouldn't you be able to tell who is there? I guess
Yeah.
to some extent, like roughly, like, oh hey, that's a family. They're probably, but at the same time,
Yeah,
if you're
it's
doing
but,
this,
like,
you really wouldn't think that.
Yeah,
through.
you just apparently this guy wants ecstasy. Or
This
mom-
11-year-old girl.
4-year-old. It was for the 4-year-old. The 11-year-old was the one opening it, helping him open it.
Aw, what a nice sibling.
If it was the 4-year-old that just opened it by themselves, this could have been a much worse story, I feel like.
Or this 4-year-old has some major connections.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
This 4-year-old is going places.
Maybe he just had a hankering, right? Like, I don't know.
He just wanted everything to feel very sensual and tactile to him. And soft and fuzzy.
I feel like you've never done MDMA.
Are you saying you have?
No, but it's like I feel like
Bleep.
Sensor noise.
hasn't.
Again with the name drop.
Dude.
Oh,
the fuck?
We're gonna have to censor that again. Sorry.
Yeah.
Late sensor.
Who dis?
Beep.
Bleep.
Or sorry, we don't use sound. Sensor noise.
Beep. Wait. What was I about to say?
I have no idea. You
This
didn't
is
tell
gr-
any of
This
that.
is great on air.
I was talking about ecstasy.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
that was
Oh, right.
The story.
Big boy. Never mind.
All right.
Cool.
It's irrelevant.
Cool.
No, it's irrelevant.
Irish
Go on.
woman who married ghost of 300-year-old
Oh, I heard
pirate
about-
says they have split up.
I heard about this.
I also heard about this.
I hope you have.
I heard that she is if this is the same one, a Jack Sparrow cosplayer.
Oh.
She spent. This is Amanda Teague, 46. She has spent up to 4,000 euros to look like Captain Jack Sparrow.
And say for most women that isn't particularly hard. Like all you have to do is have like the long black hair, really, and then some fake stubble, fake mustache.
Let me
It's true. This is what their wedding looks
So
like.
I
Anyway,
want to know what
Dude,
she's
I
spending.
really like the suit he's wearing.
the
you look-
flag.
He looks dashing in that suit.
The flag.
Yeah.
Can you call a
What's his
flag a
name?
suit? Okay, so the gist of it is she married the Haitian pirate named Jack earlier this year. The wedding to her soulmate took place on board a boat in international waters off the Irish coast.
Whose boat? Was it his?
They don't. It's,
Okay, I'm
yeah.
sorry. Please go.
However, the Irish Mirror, the newspaper, reports that the couple have called it a day after less than a year. Taking to social media, she said, "So I feel it's time to let everyone know that my marriage is over. I will explain all in due course, but for now, all I want to say is be very careful when dabbling in spirituality. It's not something to mess with." This split is another blow for Jack after he was purportedly executed for thieving on the high seas in the 1700s.
Man, this guy just can't catch a break.
I know, right? Married to crazy. Who marries a spirit? Seriously, though.
What spirit marries a living woman?
That's true. They're both crazy. They were
Yeah.
perfect. How'd they break up?
I don't know. They're cray cray in a bad way.
All I can think is that this is a copycat of an incident that happened a couple of years ago.
Of
in the
course
UK.
you know an incident that
Yeah.
already happened.
No way, big
Be-
boy.
because
Please
it-
elaborate.
But this woman went on a whole bunch of like British talk shows, or I don't know. Of course, she's British. Of course, she's
That
on
makes so
British
much
shows.
sense.
Yes,
Okay, please go.
but she claimed that she was having sex with a ghost partner.
All right.
Imagine praying to God and going to church.
Oh, man.
Anyways,
But I feel like this is just like either this woman is trying to like grab money out of this somehow, and because she saw that earlier, or she truly has some like
honestly, I think she's
problems
just
to
got some
settle.
screws loose because of the fact that she spent $4,000 to look like a pirate, married a pirate that's been dead, which pretty cool, progressive of
Ju-
Ireland to
also,
let this
can-
happen. Like,
Can we just say that it just so happened that she's obsessed with Jack Sparrow, and the pirate's name is also named Jack?
Yeah.
yeah, I wish they
Coincidence?
gave
How'd they meet?
a Ouija board, a Luigi board.
Luigi board.
Ouya board.
So I'm gonna go look at that. You guys can keep. I'm gonna go look at the original story from way back when that happened and see if I can find out any more information
Okay.
for you guys.
That would be great, fruit basket. But
I want to know why you asked if it was his boat.
yeah, I mean that's valid.
It's like a random pirate from 300 years ago. Why did you think like it was
Yeah,
his
he had a boat. I don't know. I just felt the urge to ask. I mean, if you're a 300-year-old, alrighty then.
That's her in the Jack Sparrow cosplay. To interrupt, real.
That's, okay. That's
I mean, it's
fairly
not bad.
accurate.
It's not great either, though.
She
Yeah.
works as a Captain Jack Sparrow impersonator.
How much money do you really?
there's
can
no
you
way
really-
you can make much money doing
She
it.
never seen her husband in physical form,
What? No way.
but imagine he is similar to Captain Jack Sparrow.
Okay, this woman has many screws loose.
Or just has
She
one.
told them that she found her soulmate, air quotes, and insists they have arguments, go on dates, and have sex like any ordinary couple. Is the perfect kind of relationship for me. Apparently not perfect enough.
Yeah. She's been married before.
Is that a surprise? Honestly,
5 children. She wrote a book. A Life You Will Remember.
It's available online for anybody out there who's interested. I
Uh,
would assume that's where the money grab comes in.
probably.
Hey, this shit was whack. Read my book real
she
quick.
married a 300-year-old dead pirate
How to make $1 million
named Jack Sparrow to make money.
by
Okay,
writing a book.
She actually made
One
$1 million.
copy.
Yeah.
No. No way she made $1 million.
No, I know, but it's
It
just
is-
like
Yeah.
those stupid get rich, how to get rich books, and then
Yeah.
that's how they get rich. Write a terrible book, market it, sell it.
So
You're rich.
if I'm hearing you loud and clear, Fruit Basket, we're gonna co-write a book, the 3 of us, called "The End Is Nigh" and get rich.
It's turtles all the way down.
See, I recently
Alright.
discovered that we would have a problem with that, seeing as there's already a semi-prominent video game called The End Is Nigh.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, so we'll just brand change. All our followers will have to follow along with us whenever we do that, or we just overtake them and sue them
Are we just like?
for the copyrights. They
Are we just
probably
dick
already
with
have.
it? Are we just dick around with the name of our spelling and like? Or,
No, it's possible that this avoids like any conflict since we're 2 different forms of media.
Now we need a copyrightologist.
that is true. Yeah. Where's our? Yeah. We need to get an expert in patent line here.
Patentologist.
Patentology.
Or just get Amanda Teague. And Jack,
Pulling
the
him in.
ghost.
Do you think he took her last name or she took his?
Well, based on the fact that in neither article did a last name ever be specified, I can't even be sure he actually exists.
He has a last name. Sparrow.
No. Maybe.
I just
Is
wanted
Jack Sparrow Haitian?
Does. That's a solid no.
I just
So I'm
want to
gonna
know
go
if their
no.
marriage was valid or not. Like,
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure, based on the way there was a wedding. There's no like saying that it wasn't legitimate or illegitimate. There's no saying it's illegitimate, I guess. But like, I see nothing that says it was not valid.
Who performed the ceremony?
That is not something that's listed. They really like have such a lacking information on this, even in the other one.
Welcome to modern journalism, where it's a headline and nothing else.
Literally. Oh, there's a picture in that other episode.
Yeah. Oh, this is the boat. It's a modern boat.
It's not a very nice boat.
She was surrounded by family and friends. I feel sort of bad for them.
Wait, did he have any family or friends present in spirit form with him?
I'm gonna go with a solid yes. Guaranteed. No way. He wouldn't. Jack doesn't sound like the kind of guy who wouldn't have a jolly gang, a jolly band of pirates. I cannot believe both of you. I look over, and you're
Nice.
both on your damn phone.
Sorry, I'm answering an important message.
We're talking about very important topics over here.
I'm sorry.
The Jolly
right,
Band
you're
of Pirates, led by Jack, over near Ireland. I
What do you think they did on their honeymoon?
had ghost sex, and I went to church and prayed to God.
Oh my god. Stop it.
I have no idea. I feel like I would want to meet someone that's this whack, but as long as I didn't have to maintain any like actual relation with them. If it was just a one-time meeting, I feel like it'd be super interesting.
So like stranger and freak encounters in GTA 5.
Perfect.
There you go.
Just tell them to play an online video game with voice chat and just let me run into them, and I will be an experience I will not cherish forever.
You wouldn't cherish playing GTA 5?
With Amanda Teague and Jack.
And Jack?
Well, they're no longer together. I guess.
They no longer. they're not speaking.
Personally, I'd rather meet Jack.
Than her?
Yeah.
She sounds like a whack.
Yeah, but Jack also seems like a whack.
Yeah.
Can't stay dead for 300 years.
Why do you
Still
agree-
trying to get it?
Why? Yeah. He's just
Like you're past your prime, bud.
no, dude. He's I don't know. Is he a modern day Hugh Hefner or is he like
1700s
yeah,
Hugh Hefner.
an 18th century Hugh Hefner?
He's a pirate. They transcend time.
Yes. Hugh Hefner, rip that man.
And what's his name that I don't remember from the first one? The politician.
From our first show?
Yeah, I don't remember his name.
What did he do?
The guy that we started the show around, you know?
Oh, the guy.
Oh, yeah. The dead pimp! Dennis
You're
Hoff.
so loud.
Dennis Hoff, yeah.
There you go. Thank
Jesus
you.
Christ,
I'm
Shredder.
sorry.
You were so pumped about that, and then you forgot about him. I'm
sorry.
disappointed.
That was a long time ago.
Hopefully you won't forget about this floor man who was arrested after a job interview for allegedly stealing Nike shoes as a gift for his
Wait,
mother.
I have something amazing just happened with our weather. Going back to Plano, Texas, is 92 humidity now with 2% precipitation. There's
That's-
finally precipitation has happened.
Nice.
Oh, that's not how precipitation works. That's just a chance that it precipitates.
I don't care. It's still 2.
2%?
Hey,
What was
2%.
it before?
Hey, let's go.
It's 0.
0? And the humidity went up and the precipitation chance went up?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Google says it's raining. So,
Oh, it's actually raining?
yes.
Holy crap.
What?
It hasn't been doing that since the very first episode 0, more like, but
Yeah.
okay, I'm done with this tangent now.
Okay.
Okay.
Please.
Wait, this is the first time we've had rain involved in the weather? Any sort of precipitation?
We had precipitation in the first episode.
Oh, we did?
Episode 0.
Let's go. What city was that?
That's a great...
Scottsdale.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it's Seattle.
See, no,
No,
Wait.
it was definitely Scottsdale.
No.
Yeah, it was.
The first episode?
Yeah.
No, it was Milwaukee.
no, that was the second episode. That was episode 1.
There's no way. What the? There's no way Scottsdale was the first episode.
Okay, let's stop this.
Okay.
Back to Florida.
Yeah,
Back to
please.
Florida.
And the man who goes in for a job interviews and then nabs a couple pairs of shoes for a gift for his mom on his way out.
All right. Liking where this is going.
So, a job candidate, Dominic Breedlove, 24, goes in to the Kohl's department store, goes back in to get a job interview, right? Looking for a job to work there.
Yeah.
Then on his way out, he goes to the shoe section, shoe department, spends a bunch of time looking for shoes without, like, electronic tags on them, right? Finds a pair, goes out to his car to get a bag that he had from a previous visit, comes back in, goes back over there, finds the same pair of shoes, then walks up to, like, the customer service department, then goes back, I might have got this out of order. I'm just going off of memory quick. Either way, he grabs, either before going to the customer service or after, he goes and picks up another pair of shoes. This one has a box.
Yeah.
Then he tries to leave, and then he gets arrested at his car.
Wow, that
I say that wasn't the worst of plans.
no, it's actually kind of elaborate.
But at the same time, like 100% obvious if anybody is watching you.
Yeah.
Why is that guy entered the store like 4 times?
Yeah.
And why did he come back with a bag?
Maybe he puts a bag in his pants to like hide it.
But then you hear just the rustling of the bag.
It's true.
Like, those plastic bags aren't quiet.
No.
There's also just like in the middle of the day around like 3 p.m.
Like everyone watching him.
Mm-hmm.
And like no one's
Well,
shopping
there was
in the store.
specifically, not anti-theft, but what are they called? I can't think of the name. Like just
The
peop-
tags. The beepers.
No, I know, but there was like people who saw him, like they're
Secret shoppers.
yeah, I guess sure.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. There's a specific term, and I can't freaking remember what it's called.
Did he have his job interview?
Yeah,
Did he get hired?
no.
I think I came. Is it loss prevention you're thinking
There
of?
you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
I like
Shout
totally
out to
blank.
my friend who works in loss prevention at Walmart.
Ooh.
The best job.
Yeah. Ouch.
I got a story about
Oh,
Walmart
yeah.
later.
Yeah, we do.
We always have a story about Walmart. I think this
Meat
is
department.
This one does not involve a meat department. I like this story. This is just weird.
Would you like to know what kind of shoes he tried to steal?
I would.
Some women's Nike Air Bella TR shoes valued at $80, and he also had a pair of women's Nike Elite TR shoes valued at $70. So he tried to take $150 worth of merchandise as a gift for his mother, and just like that was like his reasoning for doing it, and therefore it wasn't a bad thing.
Wait. Would he have been hired if he didn't try to steal the shoes?
That's not something they'd probably tell us, but
No,
They don't.
I just want to know why he didn't steal any Tims for a specific pink dinosaur.
Stop it.
because that specific dinosaur commits tax fraud.
Wait, tax fraud or tax evasion?
Tax evasion.
Oh, there you go. Sorry.
It's okay. I forgive you.
Because to commit tax fraud, he'd have to
Actually, pay
file his
them.
taxes.
Yeah.
Right.
He's
Wait.
too busy falling into holes
How
as
much
someone
in-
jumps off of his back.
How much income does he make a year?
Enough to buy a nice pair of Tims.
How much are a nice pair of Tims?
Like nearly $200.
All right. Good to know. That answers my question. I didn't know being a pink dinosaur was so profitable.
Maybe it's just like insurance from being chucked into pits constantly.
That would be-
Social
yeah.
abandonment issues. I don't owe the society anything.
I mean,
Maybe
wouldn't,
that's
you,
what his
wouldn't you
dad-
act like that if you're used as essentially a suicide platform so you can make a jump successfully?
Also being
Yeah.
forced to consume an egregious amount of food constantly.
Fireballs, turtle shells.
Pretty much anything.
He's hungry.
For our lovely audience out there that has no idea what we're talking about,
We're
we're
ta-
talking about Yoshi.
And we're sorry this is tangent is over. Or is it?
I don't know. Y'all
Alright.
know about his dad, Yompy?
Stop it. Alright. What's our next story?
You don't enjoy that tangent?
No, I did enjoy that tangent. That was amusing.
So this is pretty interesting. And it doesn't go how you think it would go. So a kid accidentally brings blow-up sex doll to school nativity. And you're like, oh, great. He took his parents' sex doll. No, his mom ordered it off of Amazon. And it was listed as just a regular...
Like,
It's listed specifically as Labree's Kids Boys Brown Shepherd Costume Inflatable Sheep Nativity Fancy Dress Outfit. That's it's the title.
Such a what? Okay, can we take a moment to appreciate what these people's last name is? Cox.
You are such a child.
this is 6th grade. All over.
Yeah, yeah.
So anyway, Alfie is the kid's name, brings it to school with him, and they call up her mom, or not her, his mom, and they're like, basically he has to take it home or whatever, and she's like, what? Why? Sees it, finds it, and then she's like, wait, what? It had a large hole in its bottom, along with painted on eyelashes and red lips. You can see, it doesn't really look like a proper...
Why is his leg so muscular?
You gotta make space. I don't know. I don't know the anatomy of a sheep sex doll.
Okay. Coming in the back door.
I told him, you can't have this sheep, Alfie, but he kept asking why, so she has to make up a reason. But he didn't want to give it up. So, I told him it didn't look like a proper sheep because it had a mustache, red lipstick, and a bow on its head, but he still wanted to play with it. She plans to take him away from it and claim it was the elf on the shelf. And since learning of the incident, Amazon has removed the item from its website, saying that the seller did not meet the retailer's guidelines. So you cannot go look for this.
Rip.
Labree's Kids Boys Brown Shepherd Costume Inflatable Sheep Nativity Fancy Dress Outfit. Just rolls right off the tongue.
Wish.com, here I come.
Important question, guys. Did the elf on the shelf take it, or was it Mike Pence?
What does that have to do with anything?
Oh, everyone was calling Mike Pence the elf on the shelf after the Oval Office meeting with Trump, Pelosi, and Schumer on Tuesday.
Oh, really? Just sitting there?
Yeah, he's just sitting there, and everyone's like, Mike Pence is an elf on the shelf.
He's collecting his sex doll army
L.
of sheep. This is so creepy. Why would anybody ever buy that? Okay, first off, that's on them for sending not listing it properly. But two, why the heck would Helen Cox say that looks like the proper sheep to buy for my child's nativity scene?
She knew all along. Also, is that a towel on that kid's head?
Yeah, he's supposed to look like. That's
Shepherd.
pretty accurate.
I know. He does.
I just have to assume it probably had a different picture.
Probably. I wish I could look it up, but it's not like.
Also, I like how the kid's name is Alfie. That's such a Scottish name.
It's true. Very true. It's also just.
Classic.
I feel like it's also just something that's only ever used in TV shows. I don't think I've ever come across or heard of a real person with that name.
Named Alfie.
Yeah.
Also, is that a name or is that a nickname?
No, that's definitely his real name, I would say, because...
Wouldn't you hate to be 35 and your name is Alfie? It's just
be hype.
I don't think so.
It'd probably just be called Alf.
Oh, that's even worse.
It's Alf.
Then he can
in
be an
pod
alien.
form.
He's an elf on the shelf.
Oof.
Boof.
I didn't appreciate that one.
Roadhouse.
Just slinging out the catchphrases here. I just have to wonder who did that doll appeal to in the first place.
I'm gonna guess Amanda Teague.
Oh, wow. Why her specifically? She's had nothing about sheep
I
fetish.
mean, you're right. It has nothing to do with pirates, so I don't know why.
My best guess is
What if it had an eye patch? Then maybe.
Yes.
But also, it doesn't seem like it would appeal to women considering there was a hole in it. So, I think this is
I
all
just
for
have
the
to I just have to assume this appeals to the browning market.
accurate.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well, it's clearly supposed to be a female sheep, right? Based on the fact that it's got essentially lipstick on, a bow on its head, and eyelashes.
Doesn't even really look like a sheep, though.
I would agree with you. It looks like the most fucking jacked sheep you've ever goddamn seen.
Yeah, it does.
it looks like
it looks like a pony on steroids.
It's not even a pony. It looks like, have you ever seen like the dogs with like the excessive muscle growth before, where like they just keep like growing and they're just like raw muscle?
So just like any Rottweiler ever.
Basically. But like to the extreme.
Yeah, I can see that. I can get on board with that comparison.
It doesn't look like a sheep. I don't get why the kid's attached to it. It's freaking inflatable of all things.
Who knows? Who knows what kids?
And why would she buy it? Why?
Because he needed a sheep costume.
I need answers to these questions.
He needed a sheep costume.
A sheep costume? A sheep prop.
A sheep prop, whatever.
I'm also deeply confused by like the item like name as well. It makes it sound like it's both like a sheep also as well as a.
Can I read it
shepherd's
one more
costume.
time because I find it really amusing?
Yeah, please do.
Labree's Kids Boys Brown Shepherd Costume Inflatable Sheep Nativity Fancy Dress Outfit.
I feel like she had to go to like the very last page of Amazon items to find that product.
Is it
Sheep? These are all too expensive. Let me just last page. Perfect. Doesn't even look at it. One click buy. Done. Easy.
Yeah.
Was it like 2 items listed as one? Because it sounds like there's also a brown shepherd's costume as well as the.
I'm gonna see if there is like any similar listings on Amazon.
He's wearing a bathrobe, so I'm gonna say he did not get an outfit with it.
No, but that towel could have come with it. For cleanup.
That's a nifty
Okay,
towel.
but this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 words to describe possibly one of the worst products I have ever seen. I'm sure it appeals to someone out there, but for the gist of it, it seems like really crappy. What does Amazon have to say about this? Nothing.
Nothing.
Dang it.
Wish.com, anyone?
I can try there, but I highly doubt. It could be...
Listen, I'm going to toss this out there. Never use Wish.com ever.
Unless you're just looking for shitty products.
It's like Alibaba, but worse.
Oh, you're gonna force me to... Yeah, no, we ain't diving in here.
They're going to force you to log in with, like, Facebook.
That is bull.
I don't know why you'd want to do that. That seems... Or you can do it with Google, but I ain't about to do that.
I wouldn't either.
We ain't doing that here.
I'm not that dedicated. I'm not that dedicated to the cause.
Protect your inbox.
I'm not nearly
Words
as
of that.
dedicated as this man that I'm about to tell you about was to smuggling finches.
Proceed, please.
Feds bust man trying to smuggle live finches in hair rollers. So if you can see this picture, how do you set that up? First of all,
That's a lot of finches.
federal authorities busted a man at JFK International Airport over the weekend for trying to smuggle a bounty of live finches inside hair rollers from Guyana into the U.S. He was a Guyanese citizen, had just arrived at the Queens Airport on a flight from Georgetown on Saturday when U.S. Customs and Border Protection Agricultural Specialized stopped him. He had 70 finches concealed in orange hair rollers inside a black duffel bag. They were turned over to the United States Department of Agriculture, Veterinary Services, and the traveler who attempted to illegally traffic in the finches was not admitted to the U.S. and was instead returned home.
Why?
I have no idea. Again,
There's probably some weird money in finches, I have to assume.
probably.
Someone with a finch fetish? This is...
You know, so say
Like I said, I threw out the disclaimer to start with.
Yeah.
This is seriously the one of you could literally just throw why, but why after every single one of these.
Well, I think I got it, guys.
Are these all related? Are you gonna weave a conspiracy for me?
Waffle House guy made it to Guyana.
Oh shit, dog. Well, he would have to be Guyanese to begin with because he was a citizen, a Guyanese.
And we've already seen him on videotape, so
Maybe he's forged papers. Maybe.
Ooh, why? But why does he need finches?
Maybe that was his game all along.
Maybe he steals the mannequins
And then he
with lingerie,
and then he dresses up the finches in lingerie.
and uses the mannequins to make their trees. slash houses, whatever you want to call them. I don't know. Do finches like? Do they need like a tree
I'm gonna
equivalent?
I'm gonna.
God dang it!
I'm
That's the
gonna
second
Google-
time I've knocked those down.
Yeah,
That's
Thank
okay.
you.
but I'm gonna be a genius here and Google Finch house.
Finch
Okay.
house. I feel like
Okay,
it's
well-
gonna give something a really weird search result.
Probably not. Like, how could that go weird?
It came up with
Well,
Well,
house
because
finch.
house finches are one thing, but like, what's the difference?
Let me Google Guyana.
This is.
Guyana.
This is a research right now.
I so don't get this.
Guyana.
Neither do I. That's why I had to
It's
bring
just-
it.
I don't. How many finches were there again? Did it say
70.
70? Okay.
Stuffed into a duffel bag. They're all inside their own individual hair rollers.
How did he keep them alive?
One of the first results
No idea.
come-
That was my first thought. How do you feed them? How do you?
Okay.
For some reason, one of the first pictures that comes up is Smash Brothers
Finches?
for
What do you-
Guyana Finch.
Okay. I gotta say though, flying is expensive. So to make this worth his while, those finches would have to like.
Or maybe the dude just likes finches
Original.
and was like, I want to go live with these finches in the United States. What is Guyana's like living quality compared to the United States?
Poor.
Below us.
Yeah.
It's in South America, so below us.
So like he could have just been like, let me go with my
Pet finches.
yeah. Although I doubt they were, but also
You spell it.
if they're pets,
How do you-
Guyana.
but also if they're pet finches, wouldn't there have been a better way to do this? A. B. What the fuck?
Wait. Oh, that's the answer.
What?
Singing contest.
Oh my god. But
Wait.
why 70? Why?
Okay, that's not.
We have additional new research
Okay.
found. New York Times, please don't limit my articles.
When was
Was
this article
believed to
you're
be
looking
bringing
at
them to the
posted?
United States to participate in an underground singing contest.
Oh my god.
Gamblers set the birds against each other and place bets on their chirping skills.
Oh my god. Can we make these not underground, please? I need to experience
So no
this.
more cockfights, no more like dog. It's just Finch singing contest.
That's inhumane. You're forcing them to chirp at each other.
Dude, how did Waffle House guy get involved in this game?
No idea.
That's-
That's good. When was that posted? Is that like
This
today?
was on the 12th.
Okay, that was the same time this was.
This was posted by the New York Times, though. Slightly
Yeah.
better than the New York Post.
Also,
would agree.
he did a good job. Like he labeled like each bird.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Like he knows which is which. This man cares about his birds. I mean, not enough to legally like bring them into the United States, but enough to like make sure he knows.
Well, and the reason I can't just bring them in is because like it's very dangerous to just bring in outside avians because of
Yeah,
diseases
right.
such as we had the avian flu outbreak a while back. What, that was 2015? Yeah, 2015.
I had no idea this was a legit thing. I wonder how much money, like, people
Did
make
they
off
tell
this.
anything about that?
Let me find because it links another like article.
Okay. So underground bird chirping.
So this is an article from.
Are they like contests or like tournament or like underground bird
Tournament.
chirping
Bird chirping tournaments.
battles to the death? Underground bird chirping battles to the death.
That's the story he's on right now.
Okay.
I'm trying to find some. Kill time, please.
Yeah, that's why I'm looking it up too. But I'm also like, okay, what could possibly be the criteria that they're grading?
Yeah, it's so subjective.
Oh, I like the sound of that bird's chirp.
The bird's chirp has a nice timbre. Or is
Like-
it timbre? I don't know.
They place bet like there. I have so many questions.
It's
See, it just seems like they raise birds to sing the best. That's what I can tell. That's as far as I can tell.
I've got. Okay. If you had to pick any insect to pit in a battle, what would it be?
of
Cr-
what? Singing?
Crickets. You're thinking crickets,
Yeah.
right? That's exactly what I thought too. Apparently, China does cricket fighting.
Cricket fighting?
Yes.
What? What?
Not tarantula fighting. Not praying mantis fighting.
Crickets.
This is a very China thing to do, though.
I guess crickets are known to be cannibals, so
How do you make crickets fight?
they probably starve them, and then like eat the only source of food is the other one.
Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
But just why? I guess it's more humane than like cockfighting, but
I guess. I mean, it's an insect, but that's
Cricket fight lovers claim that this sport has more than 1,000 years of history in China and that there are many Chinese who still enjoy this ancient tradition every year in August through October.
so it probably started like in '85, and because someone was bored.
probably makes
Only
sense.
male crickets which are raised in the wild can be chosen to fight in the transparent oval-shaped rings, and ones from Shandong province are regarded as the best fighting breed. Damn, that's intense. They have the best breed. Prices of crickets vary. Usually they go for 10 to 50 RMB, which is $1.50 to $8
Ooh boy,
for
This
a
is some
cricket.
high
How much?
spenders.
How much do retail crickets go for like food?
Probably like $5 for like.
Because this is just
100.
an individual. Oh, dang it, of course.
To get a cricket wireless.
Of course. Anyways, doesn't matter. You can look that up while I look at this more. One vendor I met in the market said the most expensive one he sold this season was about $160.
Ooh.
And this isn't for like, okay, so crickets, like normally you buy them in like a large quantity, right? These are for
Ooh, large.
individual crickets.
Wait, how much? How much did you say was the most expensive?
The most
one?
expensive one was
150.
160.
160. That's a lot.
Why? But like here, freeze dried crickets, 1.6 ounces, $5.89.
Um,
And that's for how much?
Just it says 1.6 ounces.
So at least more than one.
but they're freeze
Yeah.
dried, so there's probably a lot in there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how you buy like crickets as food. I guess you can get live crickets, but that's like a different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, it gets even crazier. So, from a cricket fighting expert, that a selling price of more than 1,635 is not rare in the illegal underground cricket fight gambling market, where it is said that $163,000 is often bet.
What?
So, if we
What?
correlate this at all back over to the underground chirping contests, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. Okay.
So I can sort of see what he was going for.
Yep. I agree.
Again, I have no idea how those contests run, but I'm intrigued.
let's get in on it.
There-
I'm curious now.
Are
It's
we?
a- That's underground, though.
There has to be.
We have
like,
no interest.
We
no
need to get
interest.
in.
I'm gonna say I found live crickets. You can buy 5,000 of them for $64.50.
There's got to be one winner in there.
How many did you say?
5,000.
5,000 for $64.50.
No, you
You
divided
see
it
how,
wrong.
like how well put together this website is, and it has different payment options. You can like
That's awesome.
Pay
So that's
this
like
off
a
in a
cent
single-
per cricket.
Yeah. Less.
you can pay
Well,
these
yeah.
crickets off on a single purchase, a weekly recurring, a bi-weekly recurring, or a monthly recurring payments.
Hype, is there any interest?
Probably not that much though, seeing as it's only $64.50.
And it's crickets. Like,
So if you want to exact revenge on any bad roommates or just whoever, go to
Please don't fruit
flukefarms.com/livecrickets.
feel free to
Excuse me.
sponsor us.
flukefarmers.com/ /live-crickets /. I don't think that you need that other /, but got to be accurate.
I don't think they needed the full extent of that. They could have just
Do we
looked
know-
up flukers and
Yeah.
went crickets.
It was also established in 1953.
We are not sponsored by flukers.
We could be though.
It could
If
be.
they're
Flukers, if you're tuning in, we could use a corporate sponsor.
Flukers has the best crickets known to man. If you want to feed your very large lizards or just have an interest in, torturing people, Flukers is your best choice.
They're not legal in the Chinese fighting rings, though. They have to be wild male crickets. So,
All right.
don't think you can just hope to buy 5,000 and hope one of them is like the
that was my
best.
plan. That was my new post-college plan. Dang it. All right.
Rip sauce.
So should we go into our serious topic?
Yeah, it's sort of serious, not necessarily 100%. It's just extremely weird, and I don't know if you guys have heard about this one.
All right.
So a human heart was left on board Southwest, which prompts them to do an in-air turnaround. and they have to go back. So,
Human heart.
yeah, a Southwest Airlines flight traveling from Seattle to Dallas was forced to turn around mid-flight Sunday after officials realized a human heart had been left on board.
Wait. What? Like,
I'm assuming.
did someone just forget
For
that?
like a transplant.
Yeah, they forgot it, and they forgot it. It was on a transport flight.
No, it was a guy who literally forgot his heart. He
Shit,
got off the-
I just
he
took
got
it
off that
out
plane,
to
he's like-
take a nap.
He's like,
and
he's like, god damn it, bro. I forgot my heart on that plane. I'm such an idiot.
with all them snakes. Anyways, passengers were shocked when the captain explained that the heart was intended for delivery to a Seattle hospital after a previous flight from Sacramento. They said it was absolutely necessary to get the cargo back as quickly as possible. So, human hearts can only have like a very, very limited time that they can remain viable for a transplant.
Okay.
So, it took them approximately 3 hours before it got back to the proper place.
Okay.
And to add to this is that after the shipment was unloaded, passengers were told to deplane as the aircraft had suffered unrelated mechanical issues. What a great trip for them.
I hope they were compensated in
Probably
some
not
way.
TBH, but
5-hour delay.
yeah. So the company that shipped the human heart was not confirmed, and pretty much like Dr. Andrew Gottschalk, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, was traveling on the flight, and he told Fox News that while everyone aboard was happy to save a life, he still thought that the incident was a horrific story of gross negligence, which I 100% agree on. But also, I don't know who's at fault here. Was there someone who was supposed to come pick it up? Was Southwest just
There's probably someone on board that was supposed to handle it.
right? That's
Probably.
And they probably just like
where did they find?
Where they find it?
exactly? That's
Within,
not
like,
listed.
the cargo
just
area?
like just
What-
the overhead.
The overhead bin?
It has to be. Otherwise,
just left
how
it
would
in
they
a-
just know?
Just
Unless
left it in a
the-
plastic bag in like the back
Unless
of
the
seat
pilot was just
compartment?
yeah, so turns out there's a heart that needed to be delivered on your plane. Oh yeah, we're gonna need you back here.
That's
like-
insane.
Obviously, it's not the pilot's fault. Is
No.
it bag handlers? Whoever screwed this up definitely should no
Just-
longer have the
Just
job.
everyone involved in this, except like the
True
pilots,
that.
should be fired.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I don't.
Even the passengers.
Yeah, the passengers should totally be fired. They're never gonna fly Southwest again.
You shouldn't fly Southwest in the first place, honestly.
There's so much. Oh, you really shouldn't fly with like any
I
company at all.
I prefer
because
Malaysian Airlines.
No, I'll put in my hat in the ring for Sun Country, and that's about it.
Some country.
I don't travel enough. I sort of just because anytime I travel on a plane, it's generally for like a group thing, and like I'm not in charge of the plans in any way. So as long as I get to where I need to go,
Yeah, that's
that's my main concern when I take a plane somewhere. Will I reach my destination with all limbs attached, and
So-
with all those limbs functioning
let's
as
see.
desired?
I'm gonna say never fly Delta. All their planes are really cold.
This is
I've-
true.
I've like exclusively flown Delta.
Yeah, but it is really fucking cold.
Yeah. I flew Delta when I went to France, and there's this old lady. I was by a window. There's this old lady across like the little aisle, and it was like night, and she would not stop tapping me and asking me to open the window. And I was pissed. I was freaking tired, and I couldn't fall asleep because I hate on planes. And I wanted to break this lady's hand off. It's like, it's dark outside.
What are you gonna say?
What are you gonna see?
I mean, there's no like very little light pollution, so
You
can
could
see-
just ask to swap spots.
I didn't want to swap spots.
There were
Also-
solutions, is what I'm telling you.
She was sitting.
You didn't have to shred the lady.
I was sitting by my brother, and she was sitting with like I don't know who they were, but clearly
So she was
someone
in
in her
the, she was in
family
the aisle
members.
seat though, right?
Yes.
So she was 2 people across, or like the second person away, and
Yeah.
she wanted you to. What could she possibly see out that window? Was she
Yeah.
looking for a signal?
The bat signal. Also, she can really speak good English, so she kept being like, I can't.
You can tap me.
She kept being like, in like a super pointy finger way, and then I'd look at her, and then she'd be like pointing out the window, and I'd be like,
Like the little child who just like needs to tell you something really important, and by important, it's just hello.
yeah.
What do you want? Hi.
Speaking of little kids on planes, pro tip: is there ever a little kid behind you on a plane who's kicking your seat?
Kick him back.
No, well, that works. But also,
I don't condone this.
I do. I was gonna say, I'm kidding. I don't either. I was gonna say, recline your seat back to the point where they can't move their legs and they can't like kick you anymore.
Update. That's number 3. Today.
Yeah,
I
you
knocked
just
it
knocked
down.
out the CD again. Also,
Just lean it back so where they can't kick it anymore.
Yeah. So I think
Wouldn't
the
their parents be like, "Excuse you, I have a child back here"? That's how I imagine the parent voice.
if the
apparently.
parent can't control their kid kicking the seat, like, get out of my face. You know what I'm saying?
Get your feet out my ass, more like.
Eat skeet. I'm the shredder.
You
feel
fat
me?
you are.
Word. All right. Stop it.
Hi.
Hi. What's next?
I believe we got horoscopes.
All
Unless,
right.
do you have anything more to add?
I have nothing more to add. to
Okay, I
that.
didn't know. It looked like you might, but I wasn't sure.
I was just intrigued by where
Bleep.
Sensor noise.
was going with what he was.
With
Oh, we're
how
gonna have
to
to
deal with
censor
them.
that again.
Come
You're-
on, dude. Dude.
I'm gonna have to like possibly also. You guys are making me do a lot of work. I might have to actually balance the audio on this one
Okay. It's fine.
because somebody likes to fucking yell into the mic.
I'm sorry. Horoscopes.
Horoscopes for the week of December 11th. Where are we starting today?
I guess where we always do. Gemini.
For all you Gemini people out there, born May 21st to June 20th, your weekly horoscope is as follows. After hundreds of hours of tests, the editors of Car and Driver will announce that you are the worst handling Gemini they've ever driven. I don't...
What does that even mean?
I feel like is Car and Driver a real thing?
Yes, Car and Driver is an actual magazine.
Okay, could you... Do you know enough about them to explain?
It's It's like just an auto magazine.
Okay, that's
about
just like...
cars.
Gotcha. You were the
Thanks for that
worst
explanation.
handling Gemini
I
they've
mean,
ever driven. Is that a type of car?
I believe so. Let me pull up Gemini.
Because that's
car.
like a deep layered joke right there. If
Yes, Holden Gemini.
ooh, that's a nice car. That's what you look like if you were a car.
Oh, I like the orange one. That's nifty. Nice.
The Robin Reliant. Do you guys know that car?
Oh yeah,
It's fantastic.
my dream car.
3-wheeling.
Hell yeah. All right, what's our next scope?
I believe we goes to Aries,
Yee.
which is from March 21st to April 19th. The sort of happiness will be yours when, for the first time in your life, someone actually notices that you exist.
Ooh,
It's a hashtag mood right there.
That one hurts.
that's a
That-
freaking burn.
That's a big oof.
That's finals mood right there.
It's not finals week yet, though.
Close
Single,
enough.
single tier.
Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna have to next time I go to my counselor, I'm gonna have to bring up the goddamn
Onion horoscope. Look at what they said on the week of December 11th.
Fruit basket. We're gonna be a mess by this time next week.
I think I'll be done, to be honest.
Yeah,
with
we'll
you.
be done too.
So
By this time next week, I'll be done.
We're just gonna be like for our Christmas episode. It's just me, us, and Santa hats crying for 2 hours.
It's avant-garde.
Avant-garde,
Yeah.
avant-garde.
Shut the fuck up.
Pisces,
What do you want me to
February
say?
19th to March 20th. There is no end in sight to the growing sense of horror and existential dread you have been experiencing since 1989, almost 10
Mood.
years before I was even born.
That's a big mood right there.
Kind of fits. I feel like that just sort of fits together with the Aries right there in a
Maybe
sense.
that's how how long were your parents together before you were born?
Longer than that.
Longer than that? Well,
Mhm.
maybe that's when they started, for some reason, thinking about you. I'm not sure if you're the first child or not.
No, I'm not.
No, he's not.
Well, somehow you were on their mind already, and
Okay.
in that caused
Before
extra-
even my second brother was born.
Yes.
Okay.
So like you brought upon existential dread upon their life.
Thanks. I really needed that. It really brings my spirit up right there. Before we get to Cancer, is there any other ones you'd like to hear?
That's Taurus.
Taurus. April 20th to May 20th. Fame, fortune, and heavy metal prowess are yours this week when you find your soul has been switched with that of Black Sabbath bassist Geezer Butler.
I can get on board with that.
That'd be pretty sweet. Actually, no, I don't know.
Swish. I know nothing about Geezer.
No, it's Black Sabbath, dude.
They're
Rock on.
Pretty cool.
Anything to like take me out of this place.
I just wish it was Tony Iommi instead of Geezer.
Same.
Now for my legendary transition, did any of those people have cancer? Are they born from June 21st to July 22nd? While it's true that only God can judge you, it also won't take him more than a couple seconds.
Oh, that's a big burn.
Whoever's like cancer probably just doesn't clear their internet history.
That's true.
Probably.
I mean, do you take the time to do that? Only people who clear their browser history have something to hide.
Just go incognito mode.
I don't trust people who clear their browser history.
It's just
Can't have browser history if you never have a browser.
Ooh.
Ooh, hot tip for internet security: don't use the internet.
I don't use a browser. I use a Bowser.
Never talk to anybody to be the most secure.
I use the command prompts.
Yes.
I don't even run a proper OS.
I run Tempo OS. Obscure joke.
All right. Fruit basket. I'd like you to read Libra, just for
For those people that
Ross.
were born from September 23rd to October 22nd, they'll be faced with a financial crisis and a cleaning problem when your roommate attempts to saw herself in half.
Why is that a financial crisis?
Well, I assume there's medical bills and or a lawsuit and or major just a lot of things wrong with that.
fruit basket. This could apply to us, except for us, it would definitely be probably myself falling out of bed or failing to get up the ladder.
The ladder? I don't know if we can call that a ladder.
The rungs.
Yeah.
The stepping stool.
It's not a stepping stool either. Ladder to me implies much like higher and not also a part of the frame.
I feel like if you can bash your skull by falling off it, it's probably a ladder.
Is that, can you bash your skull falling off of that? Yes. All right, it's a ladder.
So you're saying?
If it has rungs,
I just want to like with your like line of logic, you could be like standing on your couch and then having like a sledgehammer for some reason perfectly positioned like under you, and you bash your head in on the sledgehammer. Therefore, that's a ladder.
Dude, I love sledgehammer ladders. They're like the most convenient.
Fine. If it has rungs and you can bash your skull and falling off it, it's a ladder. What say you?
This is closer. I'm not really going to spend the time to dispute this, because also the other thing that I was thinking of is we're saying we're doing a 2-hour special, but really that's only like not that much longer.
No,
like
you always
half an
go for
hour.
any.
We have
anyway.
to do a 2.5-hour special then.
No.
We'll see how much we can whip
I
up
already-
together.
Let's go to Hero of the Week.
Yeah.
'cause Shredder tired, sort of.
The shredder doesn't get tired.
Yeah, I run solely on the fuel of shotgun Red Bulls.
That sounds like a painful existence. That sounds like the most painful existence.
Word.
Literally, just your heart will not stop pounding.
2018 mood. All right.
Would you like to explain
I would
The
love
Hero
to
of the Week.
explain our Hero of the Week. Canadian
Jackson
Rassicote.
Rassacote?
Rassicote.
I don't know how to say that.
Canadian kid quits job at Walmart with epic rant over intercom.
And there's a video, but y'all can go look it up.
We're gonna play it. So he addressed all the shoppers in the store, associates and management, where he called out his boss for referring to him as a waste of time. He said he was sick of all the bullshit, bogus write-ups in my management, and the rant ended with him saying, "Fuck management, fuck this job, and fuck Walmart." Before he slammed down the phone and ran out of a fire door.
And in the background, you can hear some people cheering.
Yes.
It's the one time anyone on the internet has said, and everyone clapped, and it's true.
Yeah.
And then it continues to say that on his Facebook page, he claims that he then ran out of a fire door, presumably setting off an alarm.
Right. This kid is a legend.
For both good and bad reasons.
What
T-
bad reasons?
Oh, that's not really a good thing to do. But
No, it's not.
But to add to it, he already had another job lined up,
He did?
and he, before doing this, had already put in a formal resignation letter. So like he kind of pretty well thought it out.
But then this kind of goes on whatever like employment record that you have.
Yeah.
Just don't put it on.
And no, it's not. He already put in his formal resignation. It's totally off the books.
Yeah.
No one will ever. None of the 30,000 times people have seen this will ever become prevalent in his life in the future, as he is 17 years old, and has nothing more that this could possibly ever cause problems for him.
Though outside of like any like retail, people probably wouldn't care.
Right.
Honestly.
Probably not. What was I about to say? It was something very, like, profound.
That's all you
That's
ever say.
exactly what I expect of you.
Thank you.
Profound statements about people who paint cocaine on Bourbon Street, therefore they abuse their children. Bourbon.
Why can't I remember what I was going to say?
I'll say some keywords. Jackson Rassicoat.
Yeah, okay.
Fuck Walmart. Fuck management.
I lost it.
Sick of all the bullshit.
Word.
Bogus write-ups.
Yeah.
My job.
Yeah.
Fuck this job.
Ah!
Slams down the phone.
Mm.
Ran out the fire door, presumably setting off an alarm. Did any of those help you out? Or was the profound thing literally just
I really don't
random
like the sounds
noises?
you're producing.
I literally can't remember what I was going to say. I give up.
wow?
I'm
Sick of all the bullshit. Fuck this job. Fuck the shredder.
This just sounds like the title of my new E EP.
All right. I honestly don't remember what I was going to say, so it must not have been that profound.
You built me up. You do this so often.
I literally can't remember.
I'm
You really need
disappointed
to
in
stop
you.
letting us down.
I'm sorry. If I remember, I'll first wake you up, Fruit Basket, and tell you what I had to say. I don't care if it's like 4 a.m. And then, Big Boy, I will go to your place and do the same. All right.
How are you gonna get in?
Just the back door get locked at night.
I don't think
something
that's.
I shouldn't answer on air.
Oh, oh, oh.
Yeah, I don't
Good
got
to know.
really anything else. You got any more to say about Jackson Rassicoat? Rackcoat? Racks
Nah.
of coats?
Just that this kid is a legend. He might have trouble getting a new job, but
I mean, he already has a new job lined
Well,
up.
after
Which,
this-
again, to add to the lack of information, I don't know where it's at. I don't know.
oh, I remember what I was gonna say.
Boom.
It's
Fuck
really not
Walmart.
profound. This is gonna be awkward when he asks his manager for a reference letter.
That's true. I mean, I don't know why you'd ask for a letter of recommendation from someone who said he's a waste of time.
Yeah.
Also, fuck managements.
Yeah.
He claims to have been a loyal employee at Walmart for over a year and a half, so it's not like he was just there for a short stint. So something at this particularly Walmart was clearly...
It's Walmart.
Yeah. Literally, like, no redeeming qualities whatsoever.
I mean, they got a lot of stuff.
Bless you. Yes, I do have a lot of cheap stuff, but is that outweighed by the absolute freak jobs you run into in that place? I think not.
I mean, I could run into you. Ooh,
Wow.
got him.
That's a big mood right there.
Burn.
Got him.
Sick. Burn,
Alexa, where's the nearest burn center?
Dude. Swish.
This is so sad.
The nearest burn center is in Palo Alto, California.
Why? Why in
Why not?
Why in Palo Alto?
I don't know. It just popped
Why
into my
not
head.
in
China?
Sure. Montana. Pick Montana.
Montana. All right. Billings, Montana.
All right, you should save us by cutting the ads here.
Dilly dilly. Yeah, please do.
Jackson Rassicoat,
Hero of the week.
fuck management, fuck Walmart, cut me out.
Nicely done.
It's like really hard to read for some reason.
All the cards are really hard to read because they're very like oddly written.
Yes, they're very poorly written.
I wouldn't
I
say
wouldn't say
poorly.
poorly.
It's just like the clubs are very.
The fonts always throw me off. The
yeah.
handwritten fonts.
Yeah.
Give me some Arial next time.
Times New
Calibri.
Roman, boys.
Times New Roman.
Comic Sans.
Sans serif.
Sanskrit.
Any of those. I'd take Comic Sans.
Papyrus.
That'd be fine.
Are we talking?
Papyrus.
Yeah, are we talking about Undertale?
Impact. Sans Undertale.
Sans Undertale.
All right, boys.
We
Well,
calling it out here.
I'm tired, so yeah, we're calling it
Alright.
out. It's been real, boys. But I'm the Shredder.
Dilly dilly on the big boy.
Dragon Fruit has been on the mic tonight.
Eats-
And I just gotta say one more thing quick. Fuck management. Fuck this job. Fuck Walmart.
Until next week.